Greetings, everyone. So let's get the elephant out of the room before we start. If I sound like I'm still under the weather, I'm still under the weather. So with that out of the way, there's been these rumors that a big title from Xbox is going to go to another console. Then these rumors got more specific, saying it was Hi-Fi Rush going to the Switch. And I'm going to give you my opinion on this and show you the information about how these rumors shaped up and developed. Now, my opinion on this is I don't really care. Switch users, you're going to enjoy this game or you're not going to enjoy this game. It's well made. I didn't really vibe with it. It was a good game, just wasn't my cup of tea, so I kind of dropped it. But a lot of people really did enjoy this, so the Switch is about to get a really good game. Now, some people are going to be like, but Kevin, aren't you Team Xbox? It's like, yeah, okay, look, I root for a console, but I come from like the old school when people console war, right? Back then it was like rooting for your favorite sports team. Some people took it really seriously, but realistically, at the end of the day, you both just enjoyed the game and you hope your team did well. And of course, if your team did well, you made sure the other teams knew it. Now, I've always multi-platformed, but I've had a preferred console, even if that preferred console, such as the PS3, got way less love. Like my Xbox 360 collection is like 5 to 6 times larger than my PS3 collection. So it would be really disingenuous of me to say my PS3 wasn't a glorified DVD player slash streaming device for the good majority of that generation. That being said, I've always enjoyed the Nintendo console, so I'm really neutral on this. Because fundamentally, this does not really hurt Xbox. It doesn't hurt the Xbox community. This is a good game. People in the Xbox community got to enjoy this game. Let other people enjoy this game. And I think the Xbox community is really more geared toward accepting this than the PlayStation community, for the simple fact that the Xbox community is used to their games going to PC day and day. So Hi-Fi Rush going to Switch, probably not going to ruffle a lot of feathers. Now let's look into this rumor. So it all began a few days ago. Nate the Hate suggested on his podcast an acclaimed game of a year worthy Xbox exclusive will become immediately available on the competing platform. Now the rumor is during January, there's going to be this big Xbox showcase. Maybe not huge, but they're going to showcase a lot of games that are coming out. There's supposed to be this stealth drop during the Xbox showcase. And during the Xbox showcase, I guess this game is going to be announced to be going to Switch, and it will be immediately available on Switch. I guess what that's what's alluding to. So that's what they're really talking about here. Now, I've heard the 14th for when this showcase is going to happen. Other dates have floated around like somewhere in the 20s, but the overall rumor is in January. Actually, I think someone actually might have said February, but by now it's kind of been more solidified to yes, this is happening in January. There will be an Xbox showcase. Then these rumors got bigger because CFO Tim Starr mentioned during a Wells Fargo investor meeting that Xbox will be bringing more of its games to competing platforms. In addition to Game Pass itself, Phil Spencer later denied that Game Pass would come to other platforms, but the rumor that Game Pass is coming to Switch and the fact that Game Pass has a cloud service, it would make a lot of sense that this would come to Switch. Maybe not PlayStation for the time being, but definitely it's already on PC, it's already on mobile, so it coming to Switch would make a lot of pragmatic sense for Xbox, especially with the streaming tier. Now, Windows Central was able to confirm that Hellblade 2, Avowed, and Elder Scrolls 6, they're going to remain exclusive to Xbox. What we're looking at is some older titles are going to go to Switch to make more money because game design, well, not game design itself, but the game industry right now is struggling with money because they really bought into DEI. They hired a bunch of people who were way underqualified to do any of the work. You have a bunch of people who then have to do all the work. So you end up with a scenario with Spider-Man 2 where you have 3 times the budget as Spider-Man 1, which was made by a team of people who were hired based on merit. And then you have a game that's weaker than the previous game at 3 times the budget. A lot of companies need to figure a way to subsidize this. DEI is dying out. For a couple years, we're going to have to suffer the after effects of this as we return to a more meritocratic environment. And sadly, that's just going to suck. Now, Phil Spencer said he doesn't love the idea that for every one of our games, there becomes a rumor of whether or not it'll end up on the Switch or not. We should be better. We should set a better expectation with our fans than that. Basically, Phil Spencer doesn't like the idea that every time a game is announced for Xbox, there's a rumor saying it will come to another platform. Backing up what I was saying, there was a rumor earlier this year Hi-Fi Rush didn't make the money it needed to. Xbox came out and said, oh, yeah, no, it performed really well. It met all of our milestone goals. The gist of what this can break down to is, hey, it was a great Game Pass game. It got people on Game Pass. But overall, it didn't perform financially really well. Even if we set that aside, the idea that you can make even more money by putting this on our platform that doesn't really hurt your primary demographic, your primary markets, it just makes a pragmatic sense. Hi-Fi Rush is already on the PC, it's already on Xbox. Why not put it on the Switch and get a lot of those Nintendo players money? It would probably perform really well. And even if it didn't, all it has to really do is cover the cost of porting it. And then everything beyond then is profit because the game is done. What do you guys think about this, though? Are you upset that it's coming to Switch? Do you not care it's coming to Switch? Leave a comment, like, subscribe. You know the drill. Peace out, everybody.